Friday the 13th Part 2 continues the blood-soaked legacy of the original film, plunging audiences back into the terror of Camp Crystal Lake. And this movie is very, very good. It's not as weird and confusing as the first one. And by that I mean the first one had a lot of shots where it just dragged on for a bit, but this one I actually really did enjoy. So without further ado, let's get in to Friday the 13th Part 2. A few years after the original film, Friday the 13th Part 2 follows a new group of counsellors who gather around some place near Camp Crystal Lake, and as they settle in for the summer, they soon become the targets of a mysterious and relentless killer wearing a sack. I'm not joking. Jason Voorhees, in his very first appearance, besides from the time when he was a child, wears a sack on his head. That's fun. And yeah, it's just a little weird considering how Jason Voorhees is known for his masks and that. A sack? That's cool. I mean, it is kind of interesting to see the evolution of Jason Voorhees in all these films, going from like a little disformed child to a sack to hockey mask to fighting Freddy Krueger. Yeah, it's really interesting to watch, and I mean, you know, once again, the characters in this movie are pretty much just horny teens, but it's fun to watch. And yeah, this movie's definitely a worthy successor to the original film. It delivers all the thrills and chills that fans of the franchise crave. And the director really builds upon the foundations laid by the first film, and he really just increases the tension and introduces elements of terror that keep you on the edge of your seat. And I mean, the whole setting of Camp Crystal Lake is so interesting to see, considering how it's just a lake, but it's a camp and it's crystal. No, I'm joking. Like, the whole thing about it is that, of course, Jason Voorhees drowned there, and in a few of them, his body is literally at the bottom of the lake. There's even an actual lake where they've hung a thing of Jason Voorhees at the bottom of it just because of these movies. I do think that's really cool, but just to see, like, what big of an influence these movies have. But I think it's even cooler to see how much this movie takes from the first movie and then rises up to 11. Like, every Friday movie past, like, the second one just seems to increase and increase and increase in tension. Then around number 6, it goes back down after that movie. And it keeps inclining and inclining until it slowly goes. And yeah, I mean, this movie is actually pretty cool. Like, I loved a lot of the things in the movie. I like Jason's weird little sack mask. I like the characters in the movie. Hell, I even interviewed one of the cast members for this movie. You can check that out just up here. My interview with Russell Todd, who plays one of the characters in the movie. So please do go check that out. But I mean, at the heart of the film is, of course, the introduction of the infamous killer Jason Voorhees. He's the primary antagonist. He's the big bad. He's the Thanos dude of the Friday the 13th world. Unless you count Freddy Krueger, but you know, we aren't counting him yet. I mean, like, though he may wear a sack as this mask because they hadn't gotten his amazing hockey mask yet, they hadn't thought of like a good cool mask yet, his presence really looms over the counsellors, and he casts a shadow of fear and uncertainty over their every move. And the ensemble cast, which includes Amy Steele as our final girl Ginny, they deliver solid performances that bring depth and humanity to their characters, and they make their struggles against Jason all the more compelling. And once again, one of the film's greatest strengths lies in its ability to just deepen the mythology of the franchise while also delivering thrills and scares. Through its exploration of Jason's origins and motivations, which it doesn't really add too many of, which is really good. I despise when a franchise tries to give a reason for their killer. I don't need a reason. I just want to watch him kill a bunch of people. Okay? Okay, David Gordon Green. I don't need a second killer. I don't need a reason. Just want to watch Michael Myers kill some people. But I mean, Jason Voorhees. I didn't mean to make fun of David Gordon Green. That I apologize. But yeah, I mean, it's just really, really cool to see everything that these movies do going on and going forth. Just seeing how good they actually become before they do, sadly, go down a bit. I mean, even Betsy Palmer herself hated the original, which, you know, there is a lot to like about the original. There's a lot to dislike as well, but there's a lot to like about it. I mean, she did eventually come around to it before she did sadly pass away, but I think she may have been a bit wrong. I think she could have been a bit wrong about the original movie. I mean, a lot of people probably think I was a bit wrong about the original film as well. Some people think it's a masterpiece, which you can say that. But you can also say that about this movie, because it actually introduces a killer which you see on screen. In the original movie, the killer is only on screen for like the last 20 minutes when it's revealed who it is. In this movie, it's actually slashing and dashing and dicing and... what's another thing that rhymes? Biking. Jason could ride a bike. You never know. And yeah, ultimately, this movie is a really worthy sequel that builds upon the success of the original, and it delivers a great suspenseful horror film that really satisfies the fans of the franchise and newcomers alike, because you don't really need to watch the original to know this one, but I'm pretty sure you need to watch this one to know the rest of them, because of course Jason. And yeah, I mean, this definitely has some memorable kills, an iconic villain, and a great atmosphere for horror. And ultimately, this does remain an essential entry in the iconic franchise. It delivers the thrills and chills of every sequel, and it does kind of inspire a load of horror sequels that I see nowadays. From introducing a new killer, from introducing a copycat killer, from introducing just something different, from introducing a new mask, or even like just introducing the main killer of the franchise in the second movie. A lot of franchises do this, other than Friday, and they've probably taken inspiration from Friday. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts on the movie. What do you guys think about Friday the 13th Part 2? Let me know in the comments below. If you have seen this movie, please do let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think? Also, once again, go check out my interview with the actor from this movie, Russell Todd. It will be just up here. Until next time, though, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna go. Leave a like, subscribe if you'd like to. Bye-bye.